Hello everyone, today I will be teaching you how to get the stock values from the internet and plot graphs for them using Python. Let's get started. For this we're going to need three modules: Datetime, Pandas Data Reader, and Matplotlib. So if you don't already have Pandas Data Reader and Matplotlib installed, please go and install them. However, if you do have Pandas Data Reader still needs to be installed separately, so make sure you do that as well. So let's just import Datetime as DT. Import the pandas data reader as pd, import matplotlib.pyplot as plt, and again. So alright, so now what we want to do is we want to get the start and the end dates for the stocks. So first I'm going to get this year. Whoops. And then I'm gonna get the month through the same command, and I'm gonna get the yesterday's date instead of today's. Now we can determine when our stock values are gonna start and when they're gonna end. So we're gonna set start as dt.datetime, and then the year, the month, and the day. So this would be the 1st of January 2000, and we will do the same thing for the end date. And now we have these two values. So now we're gonna find out the stock values for certain companies. So let's have stocks one as st1, and we're gonna do pd, which is pandas data reader dot data reader, and then our ticker name. So if you don't know what a ticker name is, it's basically a group of alphabets that is given to each company to represent its stocks. So in this case we have the Google stocks, and the ticker is GOOGL. So we'll get the Apple stocks and the stocks for Microsoft. So we're gonna have our source as Yahoo, and then these will be our start and end dates. Now we'll do the same thing but as st2 for Microsoft. So it's MSFT for Microsoft. Now I'm just gonna print out the values for both of these just to make sure that we do have the correct stocks. So here we will print st1.tail, which will give us the last 5 values of the stocks. So we'll do the same thing for st2, and now I'm going to run this piece of code. So you will realize that we will get these values. They're probably plotted out into a table, so we can now use these values to plot graphs. So let's start with that. And now if I want to plot a graph, I'm going to do st1 and then adjusted close in square brackets and in single quotes dot plot, and I'm going to do the same thing with the same values even for st2. Now we're going to do plt dot show, and when we run this entire script we're going to end up getting this. So here it's not very clear as to which stock is which. We will get to that in just a second. So now I want to label Apple in black, and I want to label Microsoft in orange. So the way we'll do that is we'll remove this, and we'll do plt.plot and then st1 adjusted close, and we'll put a comma here, and we will just in single quotes we will put K, which is for black in this case. So I will do the same thing for st2. Again plt.plot st1 adjusted close, and in this case we will leave the color as the default color. Actually wait, I put st2, yeah. So now when we launch the program, then it should give us this. This part is not really that important. We can just do it to avoid the error. Alright, so what we get now is this, and Apple stocks are clearly marked out in black, and the Microsoft stocks are marked in blue. It's simple as that. And if we wanted to, let's say, change this to red, and we launch the program now, we will get this sort of graph. We need to mark that this is actually the price and this is the date. So let's do that. So plt dot x label, which would label the x-axis, and we will name this as date, and we will name the y label as price. Now when we run the script, we will get the x-axis labeled as date and the y-axis labeled as price. We can also zoom into certain regions like this and see the exact values for the stocks. You can go actually pretty close. And that's about it. So that was how to get the stock values from the internet and plot a graph for them. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.